Teata. Om Bekhandze Bekhandze Maha Bekhandze Bekhandze Rajya Samungate Soha. Om Bekhandze Bekhandze Maha Bekhandze Bekhandze Rajya Samungate Soha. Om Bekhandze Bekhandze Maha Bekhandze Bekhandze Rajya Samungate Soha. Om Bekhandze Bekhandze Maha Bekhandze Bekhandze Rajaya Samungate Soha. Om Bekhandze Bekhandze Maha Bekhandze Bekhandze Rajaya Samungate Soha. Om Bekhandze Bekhandze Maha Bekhandze Bekhandze Rajaya Samungate Soha. Om Bekhandze Bekhandze Maha Bekhandze Bekhandze Rajaya Samungate Zoha. Om Bekhandze Bekhandze Maha Bekhandze Bekhandze Rajaya Samungate Zoha. Om Bekhandze Bekhandze Maha Bekhandze Bekhandze Rajaya Samungate Zoha. And then we get a little quieter. Om Bekhandze Bekhandze Maha Bekhandze Bekhandze Rajaya Samungate Zoha. And now down to a whisper. Om Bekhandze Bekhandze Maha Bekhandze Bekhandze Rajaya Samungate Zoha. And finally we hold the space, simply hearing this in our mind. Okay, so let's settle into a meditation posture and just let your body just sort of sink into the chair, or if you're lying down, you can just let the weight of your body relinquish the gravity of your body down. And taking several deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Sometimes I like to do what's called ujjayi breathing here, which really helps to focus the mind on the sensation of breath and awakens the senses and also brings the mind more deeply into the breath and into the body. And how we do this is simply similar to if you're fogging glasses, only keeping your mouth closed and breathing in with that slight quality, that resonance in the back of the throat. I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds like this. And then you hold for a moment and breathing out. It's almost like a hushing sound. This also builds heat in the body. So as we do this practice of radiance on the part of the Medicine Buddha, we're also building that sense of heat, at the heart of which is a sense of deep well-being and joy. The light, heat, bliss, triune, if you will. And having a sense that this body that you're in is really a vehicle for doing this work of healing, being available for the well-being of others. What an opportunity to be a spiritual being embodied. What a blessing. So breathing in, we open, the senses awaken, and the entire body is listening to the aspiration of your heart. Breathing out, we let go into that aspiration to be of benefit. And we're doing this in community. We're doing this together. Even though each of us may be in a different place in opening the flowering of our heart, we are still acknowledging the power of this one heart that we all share in this practice, that we make available to the suffering that is out there, especially in Gaza and Israel. We're doing this together. And first, allowing this heart to be open and available. This fragrance of your love, of your compassion, freely available to yourself first. So whatever you're holding today, whatever you're carrying, just have a sense of awakening this genuine, loving intent for yourself. And if a narrative arises in your mind about yourself or really anything in your life that you're experiencing right now that is difficult, we're allowing ourselves just to relinquish that narrative in service of this subtle quality of love that is there at the heart of each of us. So breathing in, opening that flower of the heart. Extending it to yourself, to your body. Opening it to be receptive to the energy of this healing being, whether it is Medicine Buddha or some other being or some energy. We just begin to visualize in whatever form makes sense to us, in front of us and above us a bit. So we'll call this the being, whether it's Medicine Buddha or something different. And just have a sense that this being really is a representation of this quality of healing and well-being that is not just within us, but all around us, everywhere, and shared by us. So we're connecting and receiving the energy of this being, whatever it may be, whatever form it may take. This being of great love and wisdom shining in front of us, radiant. Have a sense of the gaze of this being, truly loving gaze, offering to you. This being wants you to be well and flourish and supports your wisdom and your well-being. And picturing rays of light emanating from the heart of this being, brightly shining and entering your heart. These gentle blessings of love. And there's absolutely no need to fear this being that simply wants you to be well and flourish and be wise and happy. Understanding the obstacles to these things and nonetheless extending these blessings of love to you. Feeling this brightness of radiance within your body. Filling you up with what we might call liquid light, or this quality of radiance. So here's where we begin with purifying body, or what is often referred to as purification of body, speech and mind, beginning with body. And here we are really receiving these qualities for physical healing, but also that what we do, how we act, our actions and our conduct are in service of love, not pain. So letting your body become radiant. And also receiving the blessing of what we call speech, which is really about truth. Opening to the truth. That you are not just the thoughts, the narratives, the feelings, but that you are this underlying essence of Buddha nature. And thus speech itself becomes wise. We become confident. And we even revel in the silence. And also receiving these rays of light that are purifying mind, which is really more about heart. your own consciousness becoming bright, your own love becoming radiant. So receiving this from this being. Let this be the deep intention, the deep motivation to be in this world as a loving, wise, skillful being. And it just begins by this motivation alone. You don't have to do anything skillful now except simply receive these qualities in an open way. And with the image of this being still in front of you and radiating, with this supreme generosity, beginning now to dissolve the image of this being into white light. And dissolving this white light into your own heart. And there's no need to rush this. You can just take your time with this. So you really feel yourself receiving this experience of dissolving the being into white light and into receiving this white light into your heart. And sense that in this becoming of the Medicine Buddha or this being, you are now that. Let yourself shine. Let yourself be this being of love and radiance. And extending it, this quality, to each other here in our call, knowing that all of us are practicing this right here, right now. Let's begin to share the quality and also receive it from each other. If you like, you can put this astride your breathing and breathing in, receiving, and breathing out, sending it to each other. This light of your own compassionate response and presence. extending healing and the wish for well-being and flourishing, as well as peace. And visualizing our circle together with this power of one heart now radiating this out, this boundless quality. Together we do this. Let's bring to mind all of those in the Middle East who are suffering from what is happening there, the violence, the illness, the deprivation, all of the things that are being experienced. Holding this together, you're not holding it by yourself, but we are doing this with the power of our unitary heart. Let's begin by sending this unitary heart, this power of love and wish for peace, to calm the fire within the hearts of so many in that region. To accompany the grieving and the loss, of family, the loss of loved ones, friends, children. This is not about our stories or thoughts, but it is about what we can offer together in this moment from the heart of your own love, and doing this together. Let us hold a radiant space for the traumas, a space of safety. Here, what is helpful is simply a gentle presence. And like a candle lighting another candle that loses nothing in the process of lighting that candle, this is the spirit with which we are available. Freely available. Without effort or striving, we just are. At the heart of this compassion that represents this being that you all are, that we are, just sensing the wisdom here of interdependence. The wisdom of peace. And let us also feel compassion, not just to be soft, but also to have a force to it, a force of love, of insight, of clarity, a strength. Knowing we can hold everyone involved in this conflict in one circle and wish for them profound healing and opportunities to flourish side by side together. May this be so. May we continue, even after this practice, to hold the wish that all beings in the region be safe and peaceful. And may they be happy in natural and lasting ways. And regain their wellness in mind and body and spirit. And may they all be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings in this region be free, whether they are perpetrators or victims, free from greed, free from hatred, and free from the delusion of separateness. And let's take these last couple of minutes of this practice simply to come back to your own physical body, your own location where you are, whenever you're ready. Breathing in, breathing out, and knowing that even if we get caught up in the stories, in the rhetoric, that this fundamental reality of unity, love, and healing is always there within your own awareness as the healing, loving being that you are.